Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday. We're starting to warm up here.
I know it's balmy. It's actually above zero.
Yes. I can't say bazero.
Bazero, nope. Can't
Right.
do it anymore.
But yeah, it's been pretty nasty here. Yesterday our dock got all busted up from the ice.
What?
Not good. I can't imagine what it's going to cost to fix. Like it's like going.
That happened to Darcy last year.
And they got it fixed, and theirs is broke now too. Our whole shoreline is broke. Every dock.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's not good. And we've lived there for 12 years, and this has never happened. And Darcy's dock was super old before they just put a new one in.
And they got a new one.
Yeah, and they got a new one, and now, and I mean, like, this is like tens of thousands of dollars. Like, our dock is probably going to take $50,000 to fix. I don't know. I don't know what that's going to look like or how that's going to happen.
So anyway, Wisconsin weather is
yucky. Yeah. So
we haven't even really started yet.
Yeah. So it's just freaks of nature. All right. So Peggy is here from the gathering with me today. We're going to go over some things. You want to do this right away and knock it out?
Sure. So if you didn't know already, Kaylee did a really nice tutorial for us on how to actually go on to Primitive Gatherings website and find our interactive events calendar with all our clubs and stuff in there. So if you go to the events tab on the Primitive Gathering website and you scroll down below the picture of the interior of the gathering.
There is no picture. It's at the top.
It's at the top.
I had them put it right at the top
perfect.
so they can see it.
Clearly, I've not been on there. Anyway, so you can go in there and you can hover over, say you want to go to a sit and stitch, but you're not sure what sit and stitch is all about. You can just kind of hover over that and it'll tell you briefly. Then if you want to sign up for it, you click on it and you can actually make a reservation and pay for it, which helps us a lot over at the gathering.
Yes, do it ahead of time.
Yeah. So, and that is the one thing.
Is it cheaper now? Did we change the policy? Like if you pay ahead, it's 25, and if you pay the day of, it's 30.
Mm-hmm. That'd be correct.
Pay ahead. Then we don't have to worry about all that here.
Yeah. Cool. So I was just
those are for any clubs, right?
Any clubs. Any clubs. Pay ahead. All our clubs include lunch, with the exception of our knitting, and I'll go through that. So we've got lots going on. And yesterday they came for cross stitch, and it was a pretty big group. And I thought, I'm having Primitive Gatherings customer withdrawal. It's been so quiet here.
Yeah, we haven't. We've been kind of hanging low. Like this week, I think Jess's first comment sold. We're doing a lot of planning, a lot of figuring out. I mean, I have a list of all the projects I have to make for the whole year.
And we're trying. I know.
I want to count them.
I know. And we're trying to work ahead.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Remember, I promised I was going to be way ahead.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know about way, but ahead. Right now, it's just I want to be ahead. Someday I want to be way ahead.
So let's see. Sit and stitch next week, the 23rd and 24th.
Okay, so what is sit and stitch about?
Sit and stitch is bring whatever you want to work on.
Right.
Whether you want to do hand sewing or if you want to do stitching on the machine, bring your machine.
You can work on anything.
You can work on
anything.
And
if you need help with anything, usually I know I'm there a lot on sit and stitch days. Sometimes I do go away. Or somebody else will be there to help you with anything that you might need help with. So it's a really fun way of learning something without having to take an official class and do a certain project. You can work on anything you want, and we can help you out with that.
And we feed you. Lunch is included.
Yeah. So it's a super good deal.
Yep, it is.
Yeah.
So
and the next one is
next week, Tuesday and
23rd.
Wednesday.
Oh, 2 days in a row.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
And then we have February. We're talking about like the first quarter here. February is the 6th and the 13th. March is the 12th, 26th, and 27th. So if you notice, our regular people that come often, we've added a bunch of sit and stitches.
Good. Yeah. And they can sign up. You can sign up all online for any of them that you want. And that takes.
And if you absolutely are not understanding how to sign up for a club, certainly call us at the gathering and we'll help you through that. So that's sit and stitch. We just had cross stitch yesterday. So the Cross Stitch Club actually gets to have theirs on Valentine's Day next month.
Nice.
So
Yes.
Yeah.
We're all love inspired today here. I don't know if you can see that.
yeah,
but
yeah.
I said, do I got to talk about all this love stuff? I said something else.
She said something else, but we won't go there. March 6th and then April 3rd is Cross Stitch. I don't know if you know or not, but we have a knitting club here, and we also have beginner knitting with Irma,
who's a master quilter.
Wonderful.
Yes,
She's wonderful. So you'll notice on the Flying Needles classes, 3 times a month is when they're meeting. On that 3rd month, some of us who actually took Irma's first beginner knitting class can join then on that 3rd time that they meet. Okay. And so beginning knitting is 9 to 11. And then on the 3rd time that we meet during the month, then we invite people who already know how to knit,
anybody,
to come sit with Irma.
Social knitting.
Yeah.
Or if you have maybe you're like you've been knitting a long time and you're stuck on something,
Yep.
or you picked up a more difficult pattern or something like that. Irma will know anything.
Irma is wonderful.
I haven't seen Irma for a while. I missed her.
I know.
I want to just hang out with her.
See these dates? Come hang out.
I know.
Anyway, so
the days I'm not here.
Yeah, exactly. On Fridays. We have Bernina Social and Bernina Embroidery. The difference in those are Bernina Embroidery is the men and ladies who want to learn how to embroider on their Bernina machines. So we do have facilitators for each of these groups who are very knowledgeable in whatever it is. So in this particular case, the embroidery, we do have several people that are really up on that.
And embroidery means also like quilting your quilt together, because on those embroidery machines, you can actually quilt motifs in your squares and stuff like that. You just put it in a hoop and move it around. So not only is it embroidery, you got to remember now that embroidery technically can be quilting too. So if you have something that you want to quilt yourself, it's a great way. Yeah.
So we have wool club, and don't be afraid if you've never done wool before and you want to jump down that rabbit hole with the rest of us. Go ahead and come. There are a lot of customers that have come for a really long time and are very good at applique, and just facilitates that group.
Yeah.
So
and everybody will help you. I mean, it's just they want you to be crazy like we all are.
Yeah.
Just let us know beforehand.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
If you're a beginner,
you're a beginner,
you need extra special help.
Yeah. Featherweight club. So if you've got a singer featherweight, come on down and join us for
Get
that.
it out, use it. We want them to be used.
There's some fabulous projects that have been done on those little featherweights. They're little workhorses.
Yes, they're beautiful little machines.
Yep. Stitchers Gathering, which is primarily a hand stitching group.
Yeah, like a lot of hand applique, a lot of hand piecing type of group. Joanne heads that up, and it's a really nice social group too. So they do a lot of little challenges, and they've been sewing together for a long time, but they love new people to come in as well.
Yep. And that one's actually the 19th of February and the 25th of March. So, and all of these clubs that we're talking about here, those are all available online to sign up, or call me.
Yeah, or the old-fashioned way to call.
Yep, call me.
Oh, here we go. Let's talk about this one.
Whoop, whoop. Lisa's Love is All You Need.
All right. So 15th, 16th, and 17th, we're having Love is All You Need. It's kind of a weekend deal. I think do you come in on Thursday? Yeah, Thursday the 15th at 9 a.m. You can check in early, 9 a.m. And we are going to stitch until we kick you out on Sunday till 11. So I'll have a lot of fun things for us for this. So if you need a break, come on out.
So this is different. You've only ever done like a one day.
Yeah.
So now you get Lisa for.
No, I've done this longer.
Have you?
It's pumpkin one is only 1 day one. Yeah.
Okay.
I've done this before.
So this is a wool project and a quilt project.
And some other little things.
And Erica's yummy stuff.
Yeah, Erica's going to make us white chocolate raspberry scones. So.
Yep. So call us because we've got plenty of lodging available.
So So it's about a
Actually-
month away.
Yeah. Actually, we've gotten a fair amount of people calling about that already.
Yeah.
So
And everybody likes what is Lisa teaching? What is Lisa teaching? Well, I don't teach a lot of classes, which may sound really weird to you because, and the reason I don't is because a lot of times we do a lot of work for one class and we'll get like 3 people that sign up for it.
Mhm.
So to me, if you can come to one of these classes or clubs and get help with
Yep.
whatever you want to learn, you pick out your project, you can learn on whatever you want and we're there to help you. Or if you really just want to hang out with me, come to one of
come
these
to one of those.
because I'll be in my pajamas with you, staying up till midnight or 2 o'clock, and if Miss Darcy's there, we'll be up till 2. But
or later. Yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah, call me at the so the Lisa's retreat is not on the events calendar. So you do need to call us. We'll give you more information about that. Then another popular one is Linda Hershka. She does an intensive 2-day workshop to teach people how to do custom long arm quilting.
And Linda's really good at ruler work. So she's going to teach you what to quilt, how to quilt. And I brought this one because I was going through quilts today. So I thought you could see this one. It shows off the quilting really, really well. So we'll angle it. So pull it tight and back up a little bit. Sorry, yeah, don't step on that thing you got right there.
No.
So then you can kind of see how she works, and you'll learn her famous refrigerator coils in here and how she approaches a quilt, what she's going to put on it. But then all of these are her curved rulers, and she shows you very intensely how to be able to pull that off. And I've seen some of her students work. So
Yeah,
what she does works.
and she does bring her ruler sets with her. And you don't need to worry about not being able to see what she's doing because she has a camera overhead.
Yeah. So
So everyone can see.
it's a very good class.
Yeah. And her husband comes and because he's
Scott.
the one that manufactures all her rulers.
Yes. And he makes them for me, and he makes them for other long arm quilters too. So he's doing a lot of that.
And he's very, very knowledgeable. The last class that we had in here was full, and everybody had a great time and learned a lot. So
Yeah, he's super cool.
give us a call. Ooh, almost forgot.
Uh-oh.
Cream puffs.
So if you live near,
Yeah.
Erica's offering her cream puffs on Valentine's Day, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So you have from now until 3 o'clock on February 13th to call us at the gathering at 920-778-8031 and place your order. Vanilla, strawberry, or chocolate. It's 3 for $9. And you just call and tell us when you want to pick them up, and we'll have them ready for you. They're yummy.
They are. They're very good.
They're yummy.
So
All right.
not having mint this year. I'll have to wait till St. Patrick's Day. Probably.
Yeah, apparently. You have to talk to the cook about that.
Yeah, I know, right? I have no pull here at all.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. So I got a couple things about cross stitch. Cross stitch is making a resurgence, I think, since the pandemic. So this is the first block of a series called Fabulous House Series. We're going to do a block every month. This is a subscription. It's up on the website. Isn't that cool? Kathy Decker did this one. And then she took a little motif out of there and did a little button cover.
Could be an ornament, could be a fob, could be a lot of.
Yeah. So every month you'll get a different block, and this is all, it will be some type of house. I know the next one is a castle.
Is a castle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's available online, and we're going to do that. We've done that as a kit for you.
And we only have a limited number of them, right? Is there only,
Correct.
Okay. Yeah. So once they're gone, they're gone. So snap that up if you're at least interested. Is there a monthly price for it?
$29.60.
Okay. And what does that all include?
So that includes your chart and all of your floss.
All right. So then you pick what size you want to do it on.
We'll have We'll have fabric available for you to purchase separately, because I know some people don't do linen and some people don't do Aida and all that. So we're waiting on a specialty dyed piece. This is actually, it's called Lunar, and we actually
kind of a gray blue.
Yeah, It's hard to see with the design cross stitched on here, but it's kind of modeled.
Okay.
It's really
beautiful.
cool.
Yeah.
So, and do that. And I think so. Cross Stitch Club is going to periodically release some special exclusive
Okay.
projects. So be looking for that.
Yeah, we'll be announcing those when those happen. We're
Mhm.
going to say, okay, we're going to do a limited edition cross stitch box when we're ready, and we're going to let her go from there.
Yep.
All right. And I, like I said, Peggy is from the Gathering. And if you are new or unfamiliar with what we have here at Primitive Gatherings, if you've never been here, we are in Larson, Wisconsin, which is between Oshkosh and Appleton, but it's kind of a curve.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so we're out here on the highway, easy access, and we have a 23,000 square foot store, warehouse. This is where we are right now. We're over in the working building where the shop is. And then we also have a 25 bed retreat house, which is where Peggy, she's the one that holds all the reservations there, and all the clubs are over there as well. So when we don't have, like during the week, a lot of times we have clubs on Mondays and Tuesdays because most of our packages are weekend packages, even though we do have week packages as well.
Mm-hmm.
And if you do stay with us for a package, which is a 3 or 6 day, you get some really fun stuff.
Oh.
What do you say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's 10,000 square feet, a happy place next door.
Yes, it is.
So come help me fill it up because it gets kind of lonely sitting all
In
by
the
myself.
dead of winter right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you need a break too. You need some downtime. It's nice not to be going, gangbusters 24/7.
Winter Escape.
Yes, you almost forgot.
I almost forgot because I didn't write it down.
Hang on, you talk about that.
Falls out of my head, So Winter Escape, next Friday and Saturday. Check in at 9 in the morning and leave on Saturday at 4. Come stay with us. $200.
So this is a special promo because it is wintertime here, and a lot of people don't like to travel in the winter. They get a little scared, and sometimes we do have some weather issues, but we really try to work around all of that. If we know they're predicting a big dump or whatever, we don't care if you come early. All right, just get your butts in here, get all snuggled in, and and then 2, 3, 5 days later, when you have to go home, then we figure out how to get you back
there's no
home.
special projects. Come bring whatever you want to work on. The other thing is
it Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
It is Friday and Saturday.
Okay. Check out on Sunday morning.
Check out on Saturday afternoon.
Saturday. Oh, so it's one night.
Yeah, it's
okay,
one night.
One day. Okay.
Yep.
That's why it's only $200.
Check in at 9 o'clock Friday morning. Check out at 4 o'clock on Saturday.
So 2 full days of sewing in an overnight for $200. And we're feeding you.
Yeah.
Okay. That includes food. Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about Laura.
Okay.
I know they're waiting for that.
Yes.
Too.
Yeah. So we've got some other things coming up. We've got some guest instructors, and Jess and I have been working really hard to finalize all of those things. So we do have some of that information available. But if you've never stayed at the gathering, this is a perfect opportunity to give it a whirl.
Yeah, one night. Yeah.
Just come and
check it out. one of our employees, we got snowed in over the weekend. We, like I said, we stayed overnight because we want to make sure. We didn't know how big the blizzard was going to be. So a bunch of us stayed overnight, and Barb from the store, who works in the store on Saturday morning, was it Friday night we stayed over? Yep. And so she got to sleep in the bed. She's like, oh my God.
We shared a room, and she went, oh my gosh. And I think she was out in 2 seconds flat.
When you fall into that bed after you've been stitching all day, you don't want to get up the next day. I don't want to get up the next day. So it's really nice beds.
Hey Peggy, do we have any cross stitchers coming, like a cross stitch retreat this year at all?
Well, I think, what? Our cross stitchers kind of did their own thing. They're doing a winter which?
Do we have teachers coming?
Hello. Yes, we do. That's the plans we were talking about. Jess and I were working on. So Chessie and me is coming to the gathering. She's going to teach a 2-day or have a 2-day retreat. And June.
Okay.
I'm just waiting for the project to.
Yes. Okay. Yes. We're waiting for the picture of the project to drop so we can put that in a flyer. We do have some people that have called and left their information, and you're certainly welcome to do that. Just call us at the gathering and say, hey, I'm interested in Chessie and me. Will you call me when you've got the final information? Teresa Kogut is coming back in October. So
We're never gonna not let her come back.
No.
She's gonna be like an
She loves it here.
annual. Yeah.
she loves it here.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we've got for the cross stitchers, we've got those two things going. We got other things in the works too. So
Okay.
Okay.
You got any more?
I think we're done.
All right.
Did
So
we
I
miss
just saw a
anything?
couple comments about Gloria and Vicky. Gloria and Vicky went back to Florida
Where it's
So-
warm,
where it's warm.
maybe.
Yeah, warmer. Yeah, sometimes not so much. I saw where they had like they had every season in Florida. Like down the bottom was 90, and up on the top was like 23 or something like
Yep.
that. I saw that.
Yep.
So I just went and grabbed my bag before because I want to show you one of the cool things that you get when you come to the gathering because I have to sew another one on. So, oh my God, this is so heavy right now. Okay, so here's a bag that you get. So it's a tote, like there's a pocket here, there's pockets here. And so I sew on all my patches and pins. So this was the naughty and nice one here. This is a Dallas Bernina one, Quilts of Valor, our Hogs for Heroes, our all things pumpkin patch. So sometimes we give out patches or pins.
And then we give a year.
And then look at what's over here. So every year that you stay, so the first time you come, you get this tote.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next time, if you come again, you're going to get a reoccurring year patch. So I just got my 24 this year, so I'm going to sew that one on now. So I love that tote, and I really love sewing my patches. They're like your Girl Scout badge, right? All your hard-earned things that you attend. So I really love those. I love stickers and patches. Have you figured that out yet?
Mm-hmm.
But it's just one of the things that I want you to know that it's a perk here when you come and stay at Primitive Gatherings. Like I said, with the package, if you just stay one night for $200, you don't get the tote.
Yeah.
Sorry. You
Come back and
understand,
see us
right? You
again.
understand, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's with the package, and you get gift cards with that, and some swag and some other fun stuff.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
So that's a lot of gathering stuff. Let me see if I had anything. Do you want to just tell them the dates for Laura Heine so they can, right? I can tell them that, right?
All
right
the
here.
information right there.
Oh, okay. All right. So a lot of you have been asking about Laura Heine. She is coming, and it is going to be in.
So she's going to do it in 2 classes. So she'll do April 10th and 11th is her first class.
If you want to show, this is the first class. Yeah,
Then she'll take a little break on the 12th. She will do a trunk show.
So that'll be open to the public. So we'll let everybody come in and see her
Mhm.
trunk show on the 12th. We'll do probably a lunch and some sort of fun little event for her trunk show.
Yep. And then on the 13th and 14th will be another 2-day class. Okay.
And what Laura does is like collage work. So
Mhm.
you're going to put fusible
Yeah.
web on all of this fabric, and you're going to fussy cut it, and you're going to place it down, and then you just fuse it all down, and then you don't stitch around it. You just quilt over the top of it. It's really genius and really cool. So it's a very much a work of art. Fiber art is really what
A
it is.
messy work of art.
Yeah. And then once you learn her technique, you can do whatever you want.
Mhm.
So I think
So we
it's
picked
super
out
fun.
2 different projects.
Right. So those are the 2 projects that Jess just showed you. And
Mhm.
just keep in mind that we do have the lodging with it. And we are only going to be able to take 30 students. And we will be putting prices and all that up soon. All right. But we are working on it. It's this close. Okay. All right.
Yep.
Anything else?
We're going to fill the lodging first.
Yep. We're going to fill lodging first and then open it up for day students.
Yep. Yep. So if you have any other questions, please give us a call. at
Please call the
gathering.
gathering. Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. I
Well,
think that's it.
that's good. All right. All right. Okay.
Okay.
I have on my list. I'm like thinking about what the heck's going on. Okay. So I let Piggy get all of her stuff out of the way, but it's the new year, and we didn't really talk about the new year yet or anything like that. But I had a resolution last year. Anybody remember what it was? I'll see if you remembered. Okay. I'm going to talk about that too, because I actually learned a lot of stuff about my New Year's resolution last year. But I want to show you. So it's all about planning this time of year. And this is my new planner right here that I have from Rifle Paper Company. And guess what? I'm going to give one away today. So if you are late to the party, like I always am, I plan like the whole month of January. All right. So I don't care if I don't have my calendar on January 1. So if you are one of those people who are procrastinate your calendar, tell me you want this and we'll pick you as one of the winner of. It's slipping out both sides. There we go. We'll put it back in there. I thought it was a bag and open on one end, but it was open on both ends. So I have this to give away today as one of our prizes. Let us know. Heidi is out sick today, so she's not on prize patrol. Jess, are you handling prize patrol today? All right. Jess is going to pick somebody who says they need they need the same planner as Lisa Bongean to get your stuff done. And we are going to talk about getting stuff done in a future episode, and I'm going to try to explain how I manage my time and stuff like that, because I'm here to help you get your projects done, because it's so cool getting projects done. So that was my calendar, and one of the other things I wanted to talk about was that is my little new helper going to come here today? I thought I told her to come, but I don't see her. So I don't know where my phone is. Let's text her and say, are you going to come? She's probably a little shy. Yeah. Okay. Where's Madeline? Madeline. Just, bear with me here for a minute. Come to studio, please. I want to introduce Madeline to you because her and I have been working together for a while now. All right. How do you like my new sweater? I got this in Florida. It's Tommy Bahama, 40% off. It's the only way I buy that stuff. But it's so beautiful. I love it. All right. So a couple things coming up. Some of you have been asking about our Joyful Gatherings quilt along pattern. This will be ready pretty soon. Did you know if we got it up yet? I know that. Nope. All right. So look for this full pattern. If you missed our free quilt along that we did this year, we now have it in a pattern. If you did not participate and saw all the cool blocks that were done with this. So now it's going to be a pattern on our site. So look for that soon. And I did see a comment about whether or not we're going to do another quilt along. Yes, we have a list of quilt alongs coming up, and we will share them with you as soon as we're ready. But I'm going to talk a little bit about some of them, right, today? Two of them. Right.
Well, no, one of them.
All right. One. All right. I'm going to talk about whatever. All right. So one of the things we do have, let's see, what do we got here? Cactus in the Cabin. This is a quilt that was made with one of my fabric lines, and we are going to redo this in red, white, and blue. And
it's kind of a picture on the back. It kind of shows a red, white.
Yeah, so you can kind of see the different ways you can do it. All right, so it's a really fun pattern. And do we have anything about when we're going to do it, or just know that it's coming up?
It's coming up, and we were thinking of maybe teaching it as a class for like a 1 or 2 day class.
Because it's ruler driven,
yeah.
Right? So there's some rulers from Creative Grids that go along with this. So it's a quilt by Cam, and she was one when I designed my rulers for Creative Grids. I worked with her a lot. So this is her pattern, and it takes the log crab and trim tool and then the kitty cornered tool. So 2 of the rulers to make this fun quilt. So maybe you have some of them, maybe you don't, but it's going to be a fun quilt that we're going to make.
They're actually brand new rulers that they just
and they're brand new introduced rulers. So that's why that quilt is there. All right. And then, okay, so then Amy has been working on this. So this is the Peacemaker sampler quilt. This is already on our website. Is it as a block of the month? All right, yep. Block of the month. And I have a couple blocks here so you can see the fabric in person. This is a Pam Buddha pattern. And let me tell you a little bit about it. So blocks are 9.5 inches, unfinished. There's 4 types of blocks in the quilt. sampler blocks, chain blocks, 9 patch blocks, and alternate 9 patches for the outer border. It is offered in 2 different ways. You can pay for the whole quilt, $336, or you can pay monthly for $29.50. The quilt is 86 by 95, and it starts in February, and it will go through January of 25. So if you love those timeless samplers, just gorgeous, right? And again, the whole quilt. So you see all the different blocks I just showed you. Or I just talked about the sampler blocks, the 9 patch, the chains. Super fun, right? Another thing for you to do. I love it when you make little bits each month. Do this, do this, do this. And then we end up with finished stuff at the end. All right, I'm going to make sure I go through all my things. Okay, so then I do want to talk about a couple things with our subscription boxes. Our subscription boxes are both on the website right now. And they are the wool box and a cotton quilt box that are every other month. So the odd months, January, March, all that, those are the wool boxes. So our wool box is scheduled to go out one of these days pretty soon. And then February will be the quilt box. So our wool box is $72, I think.
Mm-hmm.
$72. That includes shipping. And we have a lot of things going on in those. We have a 2-year quilt, which this will be the 2nd year of the 2-year project. And yes, we will have a spot on our website where you can purchase the previous 6 blocks to complete your quilts. But then we're starting year 2 of Fresh Cut Garden. And a lot of you probably see Fresh Garden on our Stitch with Lisa Bongean group. It's one of those where it's just covered with all sorts of floral and fauna and critters. It's going to be a fabulous quilt, and you're not too late. I mean, you easily can get these blocks done in no time. So just because we already have 6 blocks done doesn't mean you can't join. And then we also have a 1-year ongoing project. Each box has a 1-year project, and this one is called Little Rose. So you'll love that one as well. And then we also have different projects in the box as well. So there'll be full single projects in there, sometimes 1, sometimes 2. And then we always put extra other little things in there. But Jessica and I decided this year we're going to focus mainly on supplies. So instead of doing fluff, sometimes we want to throw in some cool little things that don't necessarily have to do with wool, but it kind of pulls the box all together. Like sometimes it'll be a coffee mug, or sometimes it'll be a zipper pull. But this year we decided we're gonna build up your quilt stash and all that stuff. You know what I just noticed? That my phone is recording everything that I made in the text message. Oh my. Okay. To Madeline. All right. We got to get rid of that. It's like everything I've just been saying, it just wants to send to a text. Look at that. Well, now I have a transcript of my live here. But anyway. All right. So that is the wool box. The cotton box is $42. And that one has an ongoing project every year. This quilt this year is fabulous. We will talk a little bit more about these again. Yeah, that's it right there. You want to should I show them a peek? All right, let's show them a peek. Just said we weren't going to show it, but we might show you a peek. So it's quilted here. It does have some triangles in it. It is featuring, can you show me that bundle there?
Yeah.
All of these fabrics with a background. Okay. I know you guys love it. It's the same block repeated. I'm going to give you a peek. So this is a border. So I'm just going to give you a little peek like that. Okay. That's your peek. How big is this quilt?
I don't even
88 by 88 maybe. And of course you can make it smaller, or you can make it bigger with bigger borders. So but it is fabulous. It's featuring those Bella Solids, brand new Bella Solids, just fresh out. So for $42, aim for 6 months, you join our our quilt subscription box. You're going to do an ongoing quilt and then always other projects. Most of them feature pre-cuts. So if you don't like the quilt, you still have a pre-cut that you can use from that. So where are you going to show them something?
This was in the box.
Yeah. So we'll show you a couple. You know, you're going to get some small quilts depending on. So this one was one of them using a pre-cut. This was in a quilt box.
Did you do the layer cake?
This was in one. You got a layer cake. This is a huge quilt. So this is folded in 4. So this was one of the projects. So they're fun, easy, kind of simple quilts that you can give away or make to not that big of a deal to give those away. Because sometimes when you do 1152 half square triangles, it's hard to give that quilt away. But in the boxes here, it's nice. The projects are simple, easy to do, and fun all at the same time. How are you, Miss Madeline?
I'm doing fine.
All right, we'll introduce Madeline in a minute. All right, so just to go back a little bit, the quilt box, you are going to need, we are going to give you the fabric each month. You are going to buy the background. So you can decide what background goes with it. However, we do have background here for you to purchase. And that is, guess what? You're going to need 10 yards. And that's mostly because I put really wide borders on this quilt because I wanted it as big as possible, because you can always make a quilt smaller. It's hard to always make it bigger. So 10 yards of Bella Solid for this one. And then you're going to need 2-inch and 1-inch half square triangle paper. So those are the things that you're going to need. And we have actually have this on as a little bundle on our website. So you can put that in your cart, purchase that all, and you'll be ready to go in February when the quilt box comes out. All right. So if you have any questions about the subscription boxes, 6 boxes a year, quilt is $42, wool is $72, and these are all at severe discounts. Like the wool box is 40% off of the retail value of the projects, and the quilt box, I believe, is 30% off of those projects. So we're giving you a huge deal on those. So you join us because we love doing subscription boxes. Okay, so here is another bit of information that you're going to love as well. Alicia's been very busy. So she finished the quilt project, the year one, over Christmas break. She had 3 weeks off, and that girl can stitch like no other. So she also made our quilt for the Oh Say Can You Sew 2 quilt along. That is going to start February 1st. It's going to be 5 installments, right? 5 clues. It's going to be a mystery. You might have seen a little bit of one of the motifs in the quilt on the icon that we are using. It's only a minor part. The quilt is so much more than that block. So it's going to all go together, and it's going to be a mystery, and it's going to be fun, and you're going to want to join because you're going to kick yourself in the butt if you don't do it. The quilt takes 8 yards of the Bella Solid, 182 or 200 or whatever one you want to use, 1 fat quarter bundle of American Gatherings 2, and then 9 yards of backing. That's what it's going to take to make this. Is this all on our website already too?
It is, and it'll be on comment sold. After.
Yes. So Jess said it's already on our website, and it will be on comment sold after we finish up here. Now, here's going to be something different with Oh Say Can You Sew. You know we're a business, right? And you know we can't do every quilt along for free. So we are going to charge $5 a clue for this one. So it's going to be 5 clues, $5. So once a month, you're going to purchase your download for $5, and you're going to quilt along with us. Because I know that we've given you so much free that you're going to want to give us $5 a month, less than a coffee at Starbucks. All right. And you're going to help us make some money on this one, maybe. Pay for our hard work. Okay. $5. You can do it. I know it. It's a test, really. We want to see if you guys actually are going to do this or not. We have bets. of how many people are going to do it if they have to pay. Okay. And last but not least, we will be doing Liberty Gatherings block of the month as well. Remember, I threw that up there a couple months ago and said, hey, anybody want to do this? Because now's the time, because we have that American Gatherings fabric. It's perfect. We're going to recolor it a little bit because we do not have the tans. So I promise it'll still be stunning and beautiful. So it is in the works. We just need a little bit more time to go through it because so much planning going on right now. All right. Any questions about any of those?
Subscription boxes. If they have already signed up from last year, do they need to sign up again?
No. Once you're in, you're in. Okay. You don't get out of the wool box or the quilt box until you call us and say you want to cancel. If you're in, you're in. Okay. You're in. Don't worry. We got you. We don't want you to drop out. We don't want to make it that easy. We don't want to lose you all. Okay. All right, girl, come on over here and sit down by me. So I want to introduce Madeline. Oh, gonna go this way? Okay. So Madeline, I made her come on. She's like, no, I'm weird. I'm like, you're not weird.
I am a little bit weird, but that's okay.
We're all weird.
Yeah.
That's what makes us unique.
Absolutely.
All right. So I am teaching Madeline everything I know about quilting. So what have you learned so far? I started her off with the tiniest triangles first.
Yeah, flying geese were one of the first ones.
Yeah.
All half square triangles. I'm doing a lot of organizing.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So we've already finished. We finished
2 or 3.
2 or 3. Yeah. Yeah. But she does all my starching.
Pressing.
Pressing.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does a lot of that stuff. And, we just little by little teach her all the things, just even like pressing and things that are, pressing, which seems to press open, which seems to press
Oh, you
to
tell
the
me
dark.
how to do it. That's for
so
sure.
we're going through all of that. And some of you probably wonder why I don't take somebody who knows everything already. Do you know why? Because then I don't have to break any habits. All right, because I want things done the way I do things. And I know that sounds petty or whatever, but it's so much easier to teach somebody who knows nothing than to somebody who knows all this stuff. And then I got to be like, no, I really don't want to do that way.
Well, you're an amazing teacher, though.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she's catching on really, really quickly.
Am I?
Yeah, and we're getting lots of stuff. I'm super excited about how much we're getting.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's meditative for sure.
Yeah. She'll be like cutting triangles apart, and I'm looking at she's doing some yoga pose. I'm like, maybe I should be doing that.
Do I really?
Yeah,
Probably stretching.
You're on the floor the other day. I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
okay, yeah, I see how that is. So tell us a little bit about yourself. She's Jake's girlfriend.
I don't know.
Yes.
You
grew up here.
I grew up here,
Mhm.
in the Fox Cities, and I had been living in Milwaukee for the past 7 or 8 years. So I just moved back to the Fox Cities to be close with my loved ones. We have 2 dogs. Jake and I actually live down the street, so not too far from work. It's really convenient.
5 miles.
Yeah, no more commuting, which
And
is nice.
you got they got a new house in September, a house in September, and it was all very no color.
Everything was
white and
everything was
gray and no color, black and white. And they are painting the funkiest colors I have ever seen in a house. Magenta and what is your kid? Chartreuse
Autumn Festival.
And what was the hallway? It's like a really dark
Deep
teal
emerald.
blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so beautiful though to see that transformation. And my kid is just so obsessed with painting. He even said he had blisters on his hands.
Oh, we painted 2 rooms in one day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
So they're happily nesting. They have a kind of a 70s hippie vibe going on, right? How would you call it?
We've got a little bit of a eclectic
Very
style.
eclectic,
Yeah.
yeah.
We've
Alright.
started a new collection of lava lamps, so that's a thing.
So if you have one in your basement, send it to Primitive Gatherings for. Well, you probably have like 500 of them. You don't know how.
You just built the lava lamp shelf.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jake just. It looks like dripping lava shelf
Yes.
to put all his lava lamps on. Right? To be young, yes, Pat. All right. See,
This
it wasn't
wasn't-
so
no.
hard.
No, it still
come
makes
on.
me nervous a little.
Oh no. Now you got it over with. It's like pulling the band-aid off. Yes. Isn't she cute? Right. She's got her hair cut yesterday too. All right. Any questions about anything before I go on? All right. And then, yeah, so Liberty Gathering. So all the quilt-alongs coming up. We do have some more that we didn't talk about too. So we will be passing along all kinds of trouble you can get into. We promise to keep you in fabric underneath that needle and wool stuff for this year. Yay, Jake. He has good taste. Yes. All right. All right. All right. All right. Here is what Jess has pulled that you're going to need for the Osei Can You Sew.
No. Oh yeah, that one is.
Osei Can You Sew. Here's the 2 triangle papers.
We don't need that. That's for start first.
Oh, this is for the quilt box. Sorry. This one went with the other one. This one. No triangles in Osei Can You Sew. So no more. I'm not going to spring 1152 half square triangles on you. I promise, half square triangle free. Lots of squares, lots of 9 patch things going on. Beautiful, beautiful quilt. So make sure you sign up for that. And you don't have to sign up. You just have to go on each month and print out your download for. So we're not going to automatically do anything. We're going to remind you though, when each clue is released on the 1st of each month, that you can go and print out your download. Okay. All right. Where's my list? I have some winners here. Now, I just want to show you, do you want me to go through everything that is on my, if you want me to show you all of these things, everything that is in my set here is on a link in the comment description of this video. So it'll bring you, like, if you like this, it'll be in the description on this YouTube that you can just click on it and it'll bring you right to our website. And I'm just surrounded by all this love here. See this? All right. All these projects that we have created here. And I'm going to be going through this on comments sold right after this. So, yeah, if you want me to show you them, I will. But how do you get on comments sold? Does anybody know what that is? If you do not, we have an app that you go to your app store, whether it's Apple or Google Play, and the App Store if you are Apple, and you're going to download an app called Primitive Gatherings, and it's super easy to do the buying on the app. If you do not have a smartphone and you have I think there's a problem with, because like Nick had an 8 phone and he just went and got a new one, and they said that phone's not going to work in a couple months. So anyway, I just thought of that. Stupid. But what was I talking about? Oh, if you're just shopping you can shop on Facebook as well. Right in our Stitch with Lisa Bongean group, you can go jump on the live there. But it's you got to do a whole bunch of stuff. You got to type in sold, you got to type in the letter, and you got to type in how many. Versus if you're on the app, you just press the icon on top and it puts it right in your cart, and then you can add a 2 or whatever. So it's super easy to do it that way. All right. Any other questions before I pick some winners?
No.
Okay, slow down. I did the runner behind Lisa a lot longer and used the whole charm pack. I made it into a large bolster pillow for a king size bed. This one right here. Yeah. Table runner, pillow. You can put your name in here, or you can write I love you, or there's like 3 different alphabet sizes in there. What is that quilt underneath there that I was supposed to show?
So that was the cactus
That was the cactus.
in the cabin.
Oh, I'll quick show it. We have to return this quilt back to Cam, so This was the one that we're going to do a class on with the 2 new rulers. So isn't that beautiful? Here, Jess. I almost fell. Tripping over all of our stuff. So isn't that beautiful? Sweet quilt, right? I love those medallion style quilts. All right. It's time to get back to our stitching, right? The planner winner is Nancy Goodney. You have this beautiful new planner. Oh, put them on Heidi's desk. And then we have 2 other winners that Heidi will get you a prize for tuning in today. We so appreciate you hanging out with us.
We need to do Twilight Stars winners.
Oh, where are those?
We're just falling apart without Heidi.
Yeah, Heidi keeps us.
I have them up on the screen.
Okay, so the winners for Twilight Stars. Oh, they're together. This was this week's Twilight Stars. And the winner is Pam Hintz. Oh, this was the one last year where we had, or last week when we had the 2 winners on and we couldn't post it.
Yep.
All right, so these are the blocks. Thank you, Pam, for posting your beautiful blocks. Heidi just told me I made one twice. So now I have to, I get ahead, a whole month ahead, and then I stitch one wrong. Moda Blockheads this week. Another quilt along if you want free one on Moda Blockheads. This was April Rosenthal's block. I am using these Cozy Bellas again with this gray background and the navy in each block. So I'm having fun with my blocks there, coordinating all those fun fabrics.
So Heidi sent me another winner for Twilight Stars, week 31. Is that right?
Heidi, did we screw up?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Heidi will straighten us out. All right.
So a couple people are having problems finding the background fabric for Starburst, the bundle.
Yeah.
That's the quilt box.
Yeah.
If they type in Starburst into the search engine, it will come up.
Okay. So I don't know if you heard that, so I'll repeat it again. If you are looking for the Bella that we use as a background for our ongoing quilt project in the quilt box subscription, type in Starburst. One word. Starburst, and it just says it comes up if you type in Starburst. Okay. Yes, we are going to have so much fun this year with all our quilt alongs. And then we have a couple other ideas coming up. Our calendars are starting to fill up.
Heidi says show week 31 also.
Okay.
I'll find it.
Heidi, we're lost without you. I hope you're not like answering, working in between Ralphing.
Valerie wants to know where can they buy the planner that you showed?
I don't know. I just bought it online. I should make my own, but I'm too lazy. They have such cool ones out there already. Rifle Paper Company is the name of the planner where I got it from. Woo, okay. All right, 31. Thanks, Heidi.
And David Boggs.
David, my buddy from Kentucky. I miss your barbecue. Week 31. We don't know what week we're on. We were trying to guess without having to ask Heidi, and we were wrong. It's okay, right? We don't have to be perfect. Being perfect is overrated. Any hints on what to expect in the wool box this year? Another 1-year project? Yes. You're going to want to do the 1-year project. It's beautiful. And then, like I said, we are going to do a lot more on building your wool collection and supplies for wool applique. Not a lot of trinkets and stuff like that. We're going to give you more wool and more stuff, right? Needles, all that kind of stuff. Okay, so I hope you're happy with that because that's what we'd want. Working from the WC, does that mean the water closet?
I don't know. Get out of the, oh, she's telling Heidi to get out of the water closet.
Water closet. Okay. All right. Did I pick the other 2 winners
No,
yet?
you didn't. I cut you off. So.
You'd cut me off? What do you think I did with them? Right here. There we go. There we go. All right, Mary Lou Dawson, you are a winner for today, and so is Lori Rakzek. Sorry, Laura. Raczek. You are the winners for today. I'll give those to Jess, so she gives them to Heidi. Heidi, get your butt back here because we can't do this without you. We need you. Okay, we're gonna get all ready for comments sold and sell you some lovely stuff. Take care, everyone.